Hey guys, it's Ben back here again with another video, and today I'm going to be going over my OBS settings for my stream, and that's kind of about it. So basically, I'm just going to be covering the basic settings. I'm not really going to be going over how to set up scenes and everything. That's very self-explanatory. You right-click, add, monitor capture, window capture, game capture, etc., and that's pretty simple. So I'm just going to be going over like the things that everybody always has questions on, like what bitrate should I be streaming at? How do I stream to my channel in the first place? So that's what we're going to be covering. So let's go into the settings tab. Can't really make that any bigger, I'm sorry. So encoding, this is for desktop. I have mine set for my desktop recording to a file, highest quality, etc. I just set my bitrate to 50,000. So that's good. I don't know, for desktop. But for Twitch, you're gonna want to check use constant bitrate, and before you do that, uncheck it and make your quality balance to 10. There's no reason it should be any lower. I don't know really why people do this, but I just know that it's good. So keep it at 10. Right click or click use constant bitrate, and audio bitrate needs to be below 160 for Twitch, so set it to like 128 or 160. That works too. But for this, I have it set to 192. All right. So let's get back to broadcast settings. No. So this is set for file output. Go to live stream. Select your stream service, twitch.tv/JustinTV. Your server, pick the one that's like closest to you or one that you know has a better ping to you. So I just picked San Francisco. I live in Idaho, so that's kind of like the closest that it gets. Stream key. So for your stream key, you want to go to Google Chrome or whatever web browser you use, and twitch.tv/dashboard. Type that really slow. All right, and then you want to go to stream key. Now what you want to do here is click on show key. I'm not going to do that because once I click on show key, everybody knows what my stream key is and they can start streaming to my channel unless I click on reset key. But I'm not going to do that. You just copy and paste the whole thing and you put it into your play path slash stream key, and you should be good to go. Now if you do have these red things down here saying warning, your OBS settings are not optimized for use with Twitch, please set the following. So enable constant bitrate. Encoding settings, reduce your maximum bitrate to 3500. Now that's the maximum bitrate that you are going to be able to use to stream to Twitch. So if you have a 10 upload, you will be able to use 3500 bitrate. I don't really recommend this because people who have bandwidth caps are not going to appreciate this. That will run their bandwidth up the wall. So if you're going to be streaming, try streaming at like, I don't know, 2000 or 1500. If you know that you can stream it that high and you know you aren't going to drop frames because it's going to dip below that. So go to speedtest.net and run a speed test and see what your upload is, and run it a few times just to make sure that your upload stays at a consistent spot. And whichever your lowest speed test was, go maybe 500 kilobits under that for your streaming bitrate so you're not dropping frames. Now for my internet, I have a 0.6 upload. I stream at 500 kilobits a second and I do drop frames. I just stream at that. I stream at that bitrate just so I don't know, I can maintain the best possible quality for my stream. I know it's terrible quality still, but I don't want to go down to like a 400 or 300 bitrate because then there's just no point. There's really no point at 500, but I don't know. I enjoy streaming, so. And reduce your audio bitrate to 160. So those are kind of the basic requirements that are needed. Now you go to video, and your video adapter is gonna pop up, whichever graphics card you have, or if you're, hopefully you have a graphics card, but if you're just using your motherboard's onboard graphics, that should pop up here too. My base resolution set to 2560 by 1440. My aspect ratio is 16:9. That'll automatically adjust to your resolution. My resolution downscale is usually set to 480, so I stream at 480p, so 852 by 480, and then you have 1280 by 720. That's probably what most people will be streaming at, is 1280 by 720. If you're streaming at 1080p, again, people probably aren't going to be watching your stream unless they can turn down the quality. If you're a partner on Twitch, you probably already know these settings, and you're probably not watching this video. So, again, keep those bit rates a little bit lower just to keep people's bandwidth from going up the wall. Most people don't have a bandwidth cap. I don't have a bandwidth cap, but I have terrible internet. So when I'm trying to watch a streamer that streams in really high quality, I can't. It buffers all the time, and I cannot watch them. So it's, I don't know, just trying to keep it a little bit lower for those people, you know. So FPS 31, my webcam, for some reason, the voice and the video go out of sync when it's on 30 frames per second, but at 31 it's fine. So I stream at 31 frames per second. Some people stream at 44, and some people stream at 60. It all depends on your hardware and can you keep up with 60 frames per second in the games that you're playing. A lot of people stream at 44 because they say it's the smoothest, but I just stream at 31 because it works. Audio. So desktop audio device. If you're using a headset, select your headset. Pretty self-explanatory, right? So I use my Cyberia V2 Frostblue Edition. For my microphone, I use the AT2020. I'll show you real quick. Oh, well, I can't. I'll show you a little bit later if I remember. So I just use my AT2020. I have the option to use my Frostblues, and I have the option to use my webcam. Don't use your webcam. They're always terrible. Make sure you have a good mic when you're streaming because people don't want to watch people who they cannot hear. Because if you don't actually realize it, streaming is about interaction with the viewers. Kind of, I don't know. For me, that's what it's about. That's what I like to see when I go into streams, is people interacting with their viewers. Now, if we go on to advanced, my settings are a little bit different than other people's. I don't really know why. I've had these set like this for a long time. I believe this is on. Oh. Sorry about that. I believe this is on idle when you first download the program. I'm not too sure, and I'm not sure what these millisecond things are for. But just keep it at default, I guess. The main thing that you want to focus on here is the keyframe interval and use constant frame rate. Keyframe interval needs to be 2 for OBS to work with Twitch. It needs to be on 2, no question about it. CPU preset, you can set this to slower. Basically what that does is it lowers your frame rate in games. It puts a lot of stress on your computer, and it takes the video that you are encoding to Twitch. It encodes everything on your computer. Like, your internet it hardly does any work. It does everything on your computer. It puts a lot of stress on your computer. So if you're playing a game, you're streaming, you're doing all this, and you have this set to, like, the slowest setting, you're not gonna be having a good time. Your computer is gonna be like running Prime 95 basically. So I just leave it at very fast, which is the default. And if your computer is bad, you can also put it to ultra fast, and that'll work good. My computer is I have dual GTX 774 gigs, an i7 3770 overclocked to 4.4 gigahertz. It's not the K version, but that is possible, and I can prove it to you. So let's go to performance, CPU, 4.37, 4.33. So if I open up, like, say, another program, open up Minecraft or something, 4.41. So it is a 4.4 gigahertz, so, yep. i7 3770. So my computer it's nice. Like, it works great for streaming, for playing games, everything. I have a triple monitor setup. My main is 1440p. My 2 other ones are 1080p. So it works great for streaming. Lots of real estate. And if you're gonna be streaming, I recommend getting 2 monitors at least, just so you can have chat pulled up in your game and People really appreciate it when you're very interactive. Maybe have OBS up there just to monitor it, make sure you're not dropping frames, etc. So that's pretty much it. Microphone noise gate. You can monitor this and kind of just, yeah. I don't know. I don't know what this is really for, to be quite honest. So that's it. That's OBS. Mine is usually set to 500. Use constant bitrate because it's needed. And if you're having troubles, just go to where it has the little red note saying, hey, you need to enable this, and just copy what it says, because that is kind of what is needed. I don't know how to explain it really. If you don't have those settings that it says that you need, you're not going to be able to stream, and you're going to have a hard time. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments below, and I will be sure to check them out. See ya.